Hello! Welcome, we're back! Hey, Soul Foundry says my body is ready for this! Happy stream, Piotr! Ugh, I miss Reggie, Fizame. Evil Care says hype! Soul Foundry says, Mingus, look, Mingus is good hype, right? Yes, Mingus is an extremely good omen. An extremely promising, auspicious sign to have Mingus look at us like that right at the beginning of the stream. Let's get into it. We're playing more Call of the Sea. Perfect intro. We're doing it. Press enter for some reason. You'll never need to press that button again for the rest of this game, but you press it to make the game start. So there you go. There you are. How we doing? How is everybody? Oh yeah! Oh yeah! It was all spooky. That's right. My hands turned into the hands of a fish woman. Remember? And I could swim, but now I'm not supposed to swim. Okay, it's kind of cool in a Flying Dutchman sort of a way.
That ship, torn apart and cast so far up the beach. What on earth could have happened to it?
What could have happened? Look out for those hooks. I mean, that'll give you a concussion at least. Jeez. Just be careful, is all I'm saying. So if I just said 2.5 days of work this week after 5 months off, how do y'all work? Like, all week? I don't know myself, to be honest. I do a week of work, and I'm just like, I don't know why. I don't know why I did that. It's terrible. In any case, welcome back to the workforce, and my condolences also is the second half of that on your return to the workforce. All right. Obviously, we're supposed to go there, but we're gamers, so we're going to poke around a little bit first.
Looks like they took items from the stranded ship.
What is this?
I believe Harry visited.
Newbury Tiara! Exhibition coming to Boston. Wins the Senate by historic landslide. That's good. They're good for that tiara. Our first tiara senator. Breaking true glass ceilings.
I believe Harry visited this exhibition.
Yeah. Get it out of here. I forgot how to dismiss that. Okay, let's look at these pictures.
This picture is taken from a distance. What is he doing?
He's looking at the moon.
Those footprints definitely do not look human.
Oh, okay, so he's captured some kind of a fish beast. Oh!
Look at his contorted
Maybe
face.
they captured him.
Is this what's going to happen to me?
Or maybe somebody's like, oh, we gotta tie this man down before he gets loose and eats us with his fish biting face. He's missing a shoe. Is this like a, do you know the H.P. Lovecraft story, Pickman's Model? Where, I don't think it's that, but where there's the guy who's like, the artist who paints all the really creepy paintings of like monsters and stuff. And he's like, oh, sometimes when I'm painting my creepy pictures of monsters and stuff, I like to use a photograph to give me, you know, as a reference for the background or whatever. And so, you know, he shows his friend like a picture he took of a spooky graveyard, and then there's the painting with scary monsters in the spooky graveyard. And then one time the friend goes over to his house, and the guy's not there. And he looks at the photograph. There's this really scary painting where he's like, that is like the scariest painting you've done yet. And he looks at the photograph and the monsters in the photograph. Pretty scary. Pretty eerie. Anyway, is this that situation?
Is this recording?
Are they gonna paint these guys?
Shouldn't we be listening to something, Frank?
I have assembled and disassembled.
I have assembled and disassembled it twice.
Be fixed, Mr. Everhart. I don't know. Maybe it was never meant to play music.
Where have you been this whole time?
Anyway, now you don't have to read Pickman's Model.
Oh my god. He's got a knife.
He's got a knife! So Foundry says, I didn't read any Lovecraft, but I read a lot of Edgar Allan Poe when I was younger. To be real, H.P. Lovecraft, not a very good writer. I don't think you're missing very much. Come at me, people who think he's not a good writer. I think even if you like his stories, a realistic person has to admit that he's not a very good writer. Strange incident in Massachusetts.
Collection of happy news.
Alright, some spooky New England stuff. Cults and Rituals. This is just like an H.P. Lovecraft smorgasbord.
Oh my.
Robert Sweedham and his wife found dead at high seas.
It's too dark to see anything.
So Foundry says, did you watch Lovecraft Country? I got like 4 episodes into that before dropping it.
Lights on.
So I watched the first episode, and I found it very heavy-handed. And I kind of wasn't into it either. I was like, maybe I'll come back and watch the second episode later, and then I never did. So, I don't know. Maybe I should have given it more of a chance, but That's all. Okay, we got the film. Ward and Blake, news agency, brought to you by the Illuminati. Oh, presented by Cassandra D. Ward. From Boston, Massachusetts, 31 Regent Street. Kind of an interesting business card. Almost the same information on both sides, but not
Someone
quite.
here had a green thumb. A portable typewriter.
A portable typewriter.
A
All
pulp
typewriters are
magazine.
portable if you're
I
strong.
love Chandra Hogarth stories.
Well, I do love this. Tales from Beyond in the original and leading fiction magazine. The Crown of Weird Stories. Is that what it says? I can barely read it. Self-Unders has got to something for me. I don't think weird is the right word, but it has a weird story slash plot. I don't really remember.
Never heard of this Eric Zahn fella.
Oh, Eric Zahn is actually, that is literally a reference to an H.P. Lovecraft story. He said, after claiming to not really care about H.P. Lovecraft stories. Wait, we're going to confirm this, but I believe so. We're going to go to the window capture. Would you please, sir, get me this and watch this. The music of Eric Zahn. Oh, look, it's an H.P. Lovecraft story. What a reference. Oh my god, it's a horror short story by American author something something. I don't know, some guy. Yep, okay, we caught it. We sniffed it out. Heavy-handed reference. Soulfinder says, also there's a lot of reading for you so far today. Are you holding up? You know, I'm hanging in there, is what I'll say to that. The weird music of Eric Zahn. I once went in a hotel to a spooky country where non-white people lived, and a man was playing a weird violin in the apartment across the street. That's the music of Eric Zahn.
Caused a gash of this size.
Giant Spatchy says, weird, it's almost like this is referencing a bunch of Lovecraft on purpose. I haven't read Eric Zahn since I was probably 11, so, like literally. So it's probably been 20 years. In which case, if that's not really what happens in Eric Zahn, well, send me a postcard about it, but I'm pretty sure that was the deal. Alright, here we go into this hole. Gotta climb that bad boy. Giant Badger says, I've never read Lovecraft, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. I think that's a correct synopsis. I was locked in a tomb, and it was a hurricane, and I ducked into a tomb to get out of the weather, and I stepped on a coffin accidentally, and the man inside the coffin grabbed my leg! That's an H.P. Lovecraft story. You remember that one? That was a good one. Evocator says, honestly, hearing about Lovecraft stories is probably superior to reading them. Once upon a time, I had a heart condition, and I went to my friend scientist's house, and he was really weird and old, and he kept it super cold in there with a weird air conditioner. And one day, the air conditioner broke, and he melted! It's a good one. Any others? I can't remember that many more.
Harry? No.
Also, there's some... It's... Pierogi Frenzy says, uncanny impression. John Patch says, this is a great radio voice, by the way. Yeah, this is my H.P. Lovecraft radio show, where we do summarize an H.P. Lovecraft story in 30 seconds. Okay, the treasure's right there.
Was whaling not far from here.
The whale treasure. Evocator says, bangers. I don't know if I can remember anymore. Once upon a time, I inherited a castle from my weird uncle, or something. And then, everybody in my family has died. And so I decided to not have children because I don't want the curse to continue. But then a weird man came out of the castle, and it turned out he had the secret to eternal life. And he's been killing all my ancestors, and there's not a curse, really. The Alchemist! Each episode is... Giant Spider says, honestly, that would be a good podcast. Each episode is 30 seconds or less. I don't know if I remember anymore. That might be truly the last
These
one.
knobs must control the vibrations inside this chamber.
Oh, is this a puzzle? I forgot that I'm playing a puzzle game. I just looked at it and I was like, what? I was like, are they going to tell me something about this? Are they going to... But no, it's a puzzle. I'm supposed to do a puzzle here. Okay, looking for a 9-digit number. Soulfinder says there are old radio shows on YouTube. The Sherlock Holmes ones are pretty good. I listened to the Sherlock Holmes. We used to listen to a lot of radio shows and stuff in the car. I think I listened to the Sign of Four radio show that, like, I don't know if the BBC did it. A bunch of English people. Usually when it's a bunch of English people on the radio, it's the BBC. Brogy Frenzy says the last line of each Lovecraft story is the title. You nailed it. I thought so. I was thinking this expedition had failed, but then I found these stairs that led me to the giant stone organ. Gross. It might be another way to get to the very heart of the island. In any case, there's nothing we can do until someone hears our distress call. Sherlock at home. Oh.
Apparently,
1,
Harry's
2, 3,
expedition
4,
waited for a long
5,
time to be
6,
rescued.
32.
Did they give up hope?
Giant Spatcher says, oh, is that true? The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy started out as a radio show. I truly did not know that.
Maybe the legend is more real than it seems.
Legend has it the city was built with floating stones moved by black magic. And there's a picture of some logs? Speaking of logs, let's look at our logbook. Notes? Okay, we haven't found anything noteworthy yet, apparently. I've wired up your message to the radio like you asked. Mr. Everhart, I'll keep broadcasting as long as the ship's got fuel. God help us, Frank. Frank help us, God. That's what the Bible should say at the end. Brogy Friend says, I put the telephone back on the hook and reeled in the madness. I just received the call of Cthulhu. Evil Kira says, boomers used to go wild for a radio show. It's true. Oh, they loved it. You hear about the Lone Ranger, or the Green Hornet, every day. The stories are terrible, and the sound effects are amazing. The Foley. Dr. Shannon's! Sydney's! Oh no, something's Shannon, not Dr. Shannon. I thought it was going to be Dr. Shannon's special brand of life-preserving equipment, but I guess not. Can I go in this hole? No? Okay, so there's a code somewhere, 9-digit code. That's what we're taking away from here. I'll be honest, I'm a little distracted because I'm trying to remember more H.P. Lovecraft stories. So Fench says, I love the commercials. Some of the alcohol adverts are very dated. That checks out. I think our understanding of alcohol was not really... Oh, it's the Lady Shannon. The Lady Shannon. That checks out. Yeah. Cigarettes, alcohol. We did not really understand these things well. Dead as a doornail.
I'll try again. This isn't right.
Ah.
No
Oh, I get it. Okay. We're doing one of these. How hard could it be? No, no, no. Nope. Boom. 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 Boom.
Green. Now, what exactly did I turn on?
What exactly have I turned on? Giant Spatcher says, I was thinking more of Boomer's love of, like, a Prairie Home Companion. We used to listen to that, too. What have I done? Brogy Francis says, I think I've read every Lovecraft story. I read a bunch of them when I was a kid. Have I shown you guys this? When I was a kid... Alright, quick aside on the topic of Lovecraft. Do I need a visual aid for this? I think that I do. I'll be right back. I think we've done this before. And Brogy Francis says, Polaris and Dream Quest of Unknown Kadith are great, and if I recall correctly, don't contain his classic overt racism. Evocator says, the cat came back the very next day. Oh, yes, the cat came back. Okay, so. When I was a boy, I don't know if you can hear me when I say that. When I was just a lad, a little boy, my church at the time was having construction done. They had like offices attached to the church, and they were having them basically re-renovated and everything. And because I lived kind of close to a college, they rented a building temporarily to have their offices in that was nearby. When were you just Aladdin? When were when you were just Aladdin? Yes, when I was just Aladdin. No, when I was just a lad. So they rented a house, but crucially, the house that they rented, because were near a frat house. It's not a frat house. Well, that's a good order of a sentence. Because we lived near a college, they rented a frat house. Okay, and we went in and all helped clean it up because the place was a disaster. Like there was a pool in the backyard that had a tree in it, and it was just all effed up. Okay. So anyway, my brother and I were cleaning out the garage of this place, and we found, among other things, a bunch of really old Dungeons and Dragons books, some of which I still have, but also this Call of Cthulhu book from, I think it's from the 80s. Let's see. I think we've shown this before on here. What year is this? From 1986. Yeah. So we found this book. It's the role-playing game book, the Call of Cthulhu, you know, role-playing one. Hem Cucumber Slap, hey, welcome back. Says, the tree was thirsty. The tree was thirsty, that's why I was in the pool. Anyway, this book rules. It has a lot of cool, like, full-color art pages, but then it has all kinds of crazy shit, like, you know, these drawings. Like, look at that. That's great. So I read this book cover to cover when we found it. It belongs to, I mean, originally, there's a phone number in here, I think. I can't remember, actually. Isn't there? Somewhere in here. But that person doesn't own it anymore. It belongs to me! Anyway, literally, this is one of my favorite parts. There's a section where literally they're like, hey, if you need help coming up with good ways to describe a scene to your players as the game master, here's just a list of, you can't see this, but it's a list of spooky adjectives in alphabetical order. Literally the page says aberrant, abominable, absurd, abysmal, acidic, adhesive, airy, alien, ambiguous, and it just goes on and on like that. Anyway, I got really into H.P. Lovecraft when I was like 10 or 11 years old for this reason, and read a bunch of the stories then, but my memory of them is a little foggy, if I'm totally honest. So, that's why I can only give you a summary. Pierogi Frenzy says, adhesive? Apparently so. You walk into the room, and a very adhesive ghost appears. Anything in the drawers? We're looking for a 9-digit code. Nothing in here. There is a number we have seen, which is 32. And there's clocks. I'm thinking too hard about this. In this game, there's just going to be a number written down somewhere, right? Let's go look outside, see if I turned on something in the boat that I would see from the outside. Anyway, that's how I learned about H.P. Lovecraft. And I went to the library and checked out library books like people used to do. But now I don't have any H.P. Lovecraft books because I didn't actually ever own any. So, wrap. Let's go see what the switch that I pulled is actually doing. Did it turn off the lightning? Nope, still lightning. Let's go look in the... I don't think it's going to do something in the cave, but let's go look in the cave. Because maybe there's like a code or something there that I need. Because we kind of started to check out this area and then doubled back to the boat. But now I'm thinking we need to find the boat answer somewhere else. Ah, it's so dark.
The menu is rather limited here.
Just eating lembas bread.
Discarded clothing. It hasn't been. A handkerchief with the letters EDW embroidered on it. It's stained.
Oh my god, these people are sick!
Discarded clothing.
I better put this in my mouth and really give it a good chew.
It's really dirty.
Oh, there should be legal papers in the fedora. I want to find out that this is Abraham Lincoln's fedora. Missed opportunity, honestly. Bottles, papers. So it's funny. It's similar to what you were saying, Soul Foundry. Because, like, I see all these bottles of booze around, and I'm like, wow, somebody really had a drinking problem. But, like, actually, I guess it was just the olden days. So, Giant Badger says, my only experience with Lovecraft is experience a bunch of, like, third-generation Lovecraftian horror and being like, this is so cool and unique. And then realizing as an adult it was all references. Ah, yeah, I guess he was creative, if nothing else. Yesterday, the Stones... with my song. My song? Get better handwriting. This looks like, honestly, something that I would have drawn in 8th grade. Like the graph paper, the sloppy cursive, a sword and an eyeball, and another sword that sort of looks like a cross, 100%. So Thunder says, yes, olden days, alcohol wasn't invented yet.
The doctor was certainly well supplied with all kinds of subsidies, medical tools.
Okay, we've got hair-raising medical tools, so I guess he was also a barber. Or a stylist, at least.
I'm glad you stayed by his side.
I understand. I leave Harry here alone. Wife who is sick? Okay, so I'm not reading that.
These two fellows seem to get along pretty well.
Ah, they're buds. Look at how they're kind of smiling but also grimacing. Giant Fletcher says, best video game art job is making fake journal pages for people to find. I guess somebody must do a lot of it. Yeah, depending on the game you make. We'll make a game with journal pages. And so since I volunteer that for the next game jam, we should do it. We'll find a way to put it in. Even though, you know, IRL, I don't really engage with such mechanics. But it'd be fun to make a game with one. Frank and singing while working. Oh, they're singing. Aw, they're singing. And now they've passed away, most likely. One fork. I have a pot like this in my house. A big pot like this with a lid. I used it to boil a bunch of straw recently because I was planting mushrooms, and I needed sterilized straw, and I boiled a big pot of straw in water. And you know what? If you do that, your house will smell good and like straw. I found out. So, little life hack there. A tent. I've actually got a bunch of Nameco mushrooms that are about to be ready. Giant Spatch says, what about plastic straws? I fear they would melt, although I can't be sure, so I'll try it later tonight. No! Oh, no.
These symbols are linked to the piano keys.
These symbols are linked to piano keys. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, I don't know those numbers. But we'll figure it out. There's only so many combinations after the 4.
Look at the size of these stones.
Look at the size of those stones! Okay. Sylvander says, plastic straws smell so good when heated up. Very good to breathe. That's floating. Is that not something that I might want to look at? Oh, no.
What doodad is this?
What kind of doodad can this be? Log notes. Show me the picture. 1, 2, 3. Should we just go 4, 5, 6, 7? Okay. Da, da, da. Over 1, and then... Okay, that's easy enough. I'm already going to forget. What? Mm-hmm. Curious. Interesting. I'm sure if we keep doing this, it'll work soon. I'm not getting a lot of feedback from this boy. Maybe he needs to be plugged in. Or something. That's a cool hand holding a thing. Yeah, here's the keyboard. Aha! Jesus, what am I saying?
I've never seen Harris.
Such as play Megalovania. I'll play it on these keys that don't work. What could go wrong?
It might need to be turned on.
Not unlike myself. Click.
It might need to be turned on.
Is that not...
It might.
Oh, wait.
Need to be turned
Yes,
on.
they're going to need power. Which I kind of thought is what I did on the boat. Wires? Is there a wire I can follow? That looks like a wire. Where does this lead to? Oh my god, the rocks are blocking up all the electricity. It's all kinked up. Now, I seem to have lost the thread here. Oh, okay. Let's go up. We're gonna take a look up before we backtrack. But it seems like we need there to be power there.
Sometimes I still doubt whether this isn't just some ghastly dream.
It is pretty ghastly, I'll give you that. Whoa, do they have a harpoon gun? Oh, because it's a whaling vessel, of course. Oh my god. Do you remember in Castaway when Tom Cruise, not Tom Cruise, not Tom Selleck, a different man who's famous. Tom Hanks has to use the harpoon gun to remove his cavity because he's on the island by himself. He can't brush his teeth, and so he gets a cavity and he has to shoot it out with a harpoon gun. That was a very grim scene. That was hard to watch.
It's curious, but it's the first time since I got sick that I feel useful. Harry is depending on me, and not the other way around.
All right, what are we looking at here?
What odd structure. It doesn't look like a building, though.
Is this my notes?
What odd structure. It doesn't look like a building, though.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay, there's more stairs over there. Can I go in this water? Can I dip my toes in? Sometimes, woman, I swear, you love to swim, and other times you won't swim at all. And I just need a little consistency. What is her name? Nora. It's very rude to just call her a woman, and I regretted it immediately. Did I forget to press some button in there? What's over here? Oh my god, there's a whole world back here. Oh, look, the lights are on. Fantastic. Pick up battery.
Some kind of improvised workshop.
God, an improvised workshop. I can't make... I was gonna make some joke about a corporate improv workshop, but I can't. I don't know. Well, the pieces are there. I'm just not able to put them together right now. Please construct your joke accordingly.
You made it work, Harry.
Is on the mountaintop, this damn island. Thank you for sticking with me. Okay, so they're almost there. Wires and crap. Good.
So
I
this
appreciate
is
them
the reason the
like
ship is
circling and
established.
underlining things to reproduce the effects of the organ somehow. Build a machine. Okay.
What kind of machine were you building?
What kind of machine were you building?
Harry is
Great idea. We'll move the materials.
Blowtorch. Looks like it's
That's
been
what that
used a
is?
lot.
I don't know what I thought. I thought that was like a telescope on top. But then I was like, why does this tankard need a telescope on it? So you can see while you drink. Invent it. Inventors, invent the tankardoscope. I want to be able to see while I drink. Because imagine, you're out on the high seas. It sucks because you're out on the ocean. And you're just having a brew, leaning out over the railing, and you want to look at the horizon. And the best way to do it is with a tankardoscope. Buy today. Pre-order now. Yeah, see, so this cable's all broken here. What's wrong with this junction? Do you mean beer goggles? Oh my god, I didn't realize I did, but I absolutely do. The answer is yes. Let's see. Sorry, we just need to look at a list of H.P. Lovecraft story names. I'm sure they will jog my memory. I just want to do one more. H.P. Lovecraft stories list. You can read them all online for free. He's an old man. The Alchemist is somehow right at the top. Once upon a time, I went to a town and the people there were weird. They were fish people. I haven't read that one actually, but I know the story. Let's see. The Terrible Old Man. It's just a story about me. Let's see. Yeah, this is God, means very on. I guess we were looking at that before. I think I did read The Call of Cthulhu. Oh, that's not all of them, is it? It's a lot of stories, don't get me wrong, but it's not as many as I would have thought, actually. No, the other way around. It's fewer. Yeah, that's right. I said that right. It's fewer than I would have thought. The Thing on the Doorstep. I guess not. I guess I don't really remember these. Oh! Once upon a time, I was living on a farm and a weird meteor came, and it ruined our lives. The Color Out of Space. Have you seen the, Nick Cage Color Out of Space? It's not very good. But it does have old, one of either Cheech or Chong is in it. Although I candidly, I don't know which one is which. I actually like that because it's obviously hard in a movie
I can't make out.
it's like now in the movie you have to show a color nobody's ever seen before. And I can see why that would pose a challenge from a, filmography perspective. But they just made it all magenta, which I think is a good pick. Because isn't it a thing that magenta is, like, not a real color? Or, like, because blue and red are not really adjacent to each other on the spectrum of light or something. And so it's a trick of the brain. So if I just said, did you ever read Ray Bradbury? He was another short story author I ate up when I was little. One time we went to the sun and we used an ice cream scoop to get little pieces of it. Ray Bradbury. Yeah, I read some Ray Bradbury. It was good too. I actually liked those stories a lot when I was a kid. I guess we don't all like Ray Bradbury anymore as much, but when I was a kid I did like those stories. Giant Spider says, my grandma once gave Ray Bradbury a ride to LAX because he famously refused to learn how to drive. Hey, me too. Brody Friend says, do Tolkien. And Spider says, I love that story. I think it actually was a good story. I do sort of remember it. I don't know. I actually just went, just last week, I saw a concert where they showed the Fellowship of the Ring. They screened it with the soundtrack taken out, I guess. And then a live orchestra played the soundtrack instead. It was dope.
Since I was a child, but I always thought technology
So I got
wasn't for me.
Tolkien on the brain.
Nonsense.
But I only know 2 of his stories, I guess, if I'm honest. Oh my god, there's too much stuff here. I'm looking for a 9-digit code. The piano doesn't work. Does Tolkien have short stories? Once upon a time, Santa Claus wrote you some letters! I think that counts. I don't remember them at all. We had them in a nice collection, actually, at my dad had a nice collection of the letters from Father Christmas, where I think they were actually, like, you opened up the book and there was, like, an envelope inside that had, like, the letters in it. It's kind of cool. I think either that or I dreamed that, and it has never existed. But if so, oh my god, it's the thing. If it has never existed, then it should exist. Sylvander says, honestly, does Tolkien have more than one story? All his books are from the same universe. And some are basically history books. I've not dipped my toe in the Silmarillion. And I read, being real, I read The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings when I was pretty young. So I don't really have a strong recollection of those books, per se. Giant Badger says, oh, I fucking love books with envelopes in them. My one weakness. True. True. It is good. I love books that have little activities in them. Put them in. And by that I mean I love pop-up books. More pop-up books. Alright, we kind of looked at a lot of stuff here. Harry managed to activate the organ, which revealed something on the top of the mountain. Another temple, maybe? Expedition, radio. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to listen. Is there, like, Morse code? Oh, my God. We gotta listen in the place. Because they showed me a picture of the radio, and it made me realize we're gonna get that 9-digit code by listening, I bet. Progifred says, Giant Spatch, have you read Gideon the Ninth? And Giant Spatch says, yes, but I haven't read this. I don't even know what it is. Climb that ladder. Spatch says, oh, so good. Sylvester says, I want to read Silmarillion because apparently it's 5 books in one. I have been addicted to Nerd of the Rings on YouTube lately. Highly recommend for Loader lore. So at one point I looked up a Lord of the Rings question on Quora, and I had to sign up for Quora to be able to read the person's answer. But it ushered in a golden age of, targeted advertising, where Quora would just send interesting questions people had about Lord of the Rings to my email every once in a while. They'd be like, what's the deal with Radagast the Brown? And it would be somebody's really interesting, in-depth answer about what was the deal with Radagast the Brown. But I don't know if I used up all the content or if they changed their algorithm or what. I stopped getting that stuff and started getting more general information crap that I'm not interested in. Giant Fascist, I love the series, but I didn't realize the author was a Homestuck. Uh-oh. Okay, listen. Numbers? $74.
Apparently, Harry's expedition waited for a long time.
Progy
for
Frenzy says,
rescue.
"Is that bad? I've heard of it and that it got weird, but that's it? Homestuck? I actually don't know really about Homestuck, except by reputation also.
5 of us have survived, but we're stranded on this island. Please send help immediately.
Listen again. Giant Spider says, "It was a time on the internet."
Distress call from the Everhart expedition.
Okay, listen to the numbers. 74.
East of Tahiti. The Lady Shannon has run aground. Its crew is unaccounted for. 5 of us have survived, but we're stranded on this island. Send help immediately.
No, I don't know. I thought they were going to be all numbers that he says.
The Black Ooze's properties are perplexing.
Oh, look, there's numbers here. Okay, vibration frequencies. Oh, okay, we're going to be able to work this one out.
Shannon has run aground. Its crew
I guess I really didn't try this very hard before.
5 of us have survived, but we're stranded on this island.
Interesting.
Send help immediately. This is a distress call from the
Oh.
Everhart expedition. 74 nautical miles east of Tahiti. The Lady Shannon has run aground. Its crew is
Or let's adjust this and see if we can get the other ones to light up too.
but we're stranded on this island. Please send help immediately.
Where's the last one supposed to go? Okay.
This is a distress call from the Everhart expedition.
Oh, it's moving these two?
4 nautical miles east of Tahiti. The Lady Shannon has run aground. Its crew is unaccounted for. 5 of us have survived, but we're stranded on this island. Please send help immediately.
There's a method here, trust me. The method has failed.
This is a distress call from the Everhart expedition.
So where's this supposed to be? This has got to be higher. So we've got to move. The last one needs to be higher.
Run aground. Its crew is unaccounted for. 5 of us have survived, but we're stranded on this island. Please send help immediately.
Believe it. It's going to work. You just got to trust the system.
Call from the Everhart expedition.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
4 nautical miles east of Tahiti.
Okay. Let's think about it this way. Do they all need to be level with each other? That's question number 1 to me. Whoa?
5 of us have survived, but we're
Okay, how many clicks does this last one need to go down? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so what if we move 1, 2, 1, 2, and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on. Oh! Oh!
I better write down those numbers in my journal.
I did not. That. I guess that worked, but it did not. I didn't think it worked, but not in the way that I thought it was gonna work. So, Progy Friend says, "Well, she shoehorned my favorite ever meme, none pizza with left beef, into Harrow, so she's okay by my book." Giant Spider says, "I die a little inside with each meme reference, but I will give a pass to the cool S in Harrow." Harrow also has a jail for mother, right? Jail for mother for 1,000 years? I forget. A bunch of years. So Finder says, "Puzzle genius." We got it. We got a number. Where can I put in a number? Oh.
Even the crew of the ship that brought Harry's expedition to this island. This is the captain's last entry.
This is the captain's last entry. I sense the presence of another Millennium item nearby. Let's see. Well, I have a number. Hertzes and Hertzes. 262-349-415. It's a vibration frequency. So where can I put in a 3-digit code? Didn't we see another place to do that? Yes, I did. On my way. But, did I? I think so. You kick me at. Okay, let's go. Down the ladder. I should make a ladder like this from my house, out of just like tubes and stuff. Seems pretty safe. A safe project for me to undertake. If they could do it in the olden days, I could definitely recreate this in my apartment. Scary face in the rocks. You see it. I see it. Looks like eyes. Froggy Friend says, I believe so, with regard to jail for mother for 1,000 years. A clock, a pill, a typewriter. Let's go over here again. I want to look at all this stuff here. Oh, yeah, see? What's that? Oh, it's just a little particle effect? That's 3 digits. That's obviously what I was thinking of. 262. Oh, man, I'm missing something here. Let's see. Let's look back at the previous page. Nope, nothing there. Anything useful in the log? Found this device. There's some eyeballs. Broken ship. I think we gotta figure out how to turn this thing on. Is that not the on button?
Might need to be turned on. Might need to be turned on. It might need to be turned on.
Fine. Where's the wire? Yeah, I guess it's obvious that none of the power is turned on over here, right? I wonder how long the power is out, because I do see that they have candles going on here, too. Just need a way to restore this power. I think... So when do the lights stop working? Everywhere. Giant Special says, yeah, gotta figure out how to get power over here. Yeah! We got power here. Let's take a look over here again. I think I'm missing something. A spring?
What kind of machine were you building?
A blowtorch that I'm not allowed to take. Even though it would be hilarious. Are you sure? Fine. This thing's broken. I think. The cable gets buried? So the cable's going all the way up there. Come over here and there's half of a wrench. Oh my god, it's a little bit too dark, huh? Okay, let's see if I can get up there again. Maybe I missed something up there. I think I got kind of turned around while I was up top. I wish the run was just a little bit faster. I'll be real with you. There is power up here still, which is good. I kind of want to be over there. Yeah, and we went over here, and this was kind of a dead end. And then I think that's when I got turned around and went the wrong way. Some spiced ham. Very suspicious. Why were they spicing the ham? Curious. Alright. Sorry, we'll put it back. I just need to be able to see for a second here.
This ornate structure certainly isn't natural, but not man-made either.
Made by some kind of a seal? Okay, fine. Graphics. Brightness. Bring it down. Just bring it bright, but not... Brighter, but not mega bright.
This feels ominous.
Noted. Did this hole open up? What have I done? This is... Did I just miss all of this before? Okay. There's a lot of stuff here all of a sudden. Oh, hey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the symbols from the piano. Oh my god. Okay. Lots needs to happen here. Broken Friend says, I thought you were checking the spiced ham settings. Let's just see how spiced the ham is before we continue any further. No. Soulfighter says, this puzzle offends me already. I'm not gonna like it if it's a mix of... I need to, like, press... Oh.
Those symbols seem to indicate the height of the tide.
The structure is magnificent! Notes. Sea level. Uh-huh. Okay, well, right now the sea level's at 1/3. I'm gonna not like it if I have to, like, type in a keyboard and then it makes the ancient stone monoliths do things. That will offend my puzzle sensibilities. Open,
Must be
closed.
instructions to operate this bizarre structure.
Tuning the organ by opening and closing the right tubes. Okay. Uh-huh. Some hertzes. I don't have to, like, know the hertzes, right? Wait a minute. It's cloudy! I don't know what the moon is like. Let's just leave that open. Uh-huh. I mean, these are the symbols. Oh, so funny says, does that change the sea level because of the moon? That is a very smart observation. Let us take a look. Incredibly wise. Was that 1/3 before? It's still at 1/3.
Those symbols seem to indicate the height of the tide.
That would make sense, though, to me. What if we say black is open and white is closed, right? So this one's closed because it's like up and down. I don't think that's right. And then 3, but it's something to try, is open. 4 is open. The moon will be something. Oh, hey, look! Oh, that is that. Is it? This should be open. I think that's supposed to be that and not that. This is supposed to be open also. I guess they're both supposed to be open, so it's fine. Even if I had gotten them confused. And this is supposed to be closed. So we saw 1, 2. I feel weird, though, because I don't think we saw all of the keys. Makes me a little worried. But surely... Okay, yeah, this was a different way. Okay, so we just hadn't been over here before, I guess. So 1 and 2 thingy, and so I need to find the 4 and put it down. Or up, or whatever. Whatever's position it's in right now, it needs to be in the other one. That looks like the piano to me. 1, 2, 3. Then why would they have that little picture of a piano? And does this need to be not at full? Full moon? That feels promising. Let's open, close. Tuning the organ, yeah. We're missing some information here, I think. I hope.
Those symbols seem to indicate the height of the tide.
The tide and the moon do seem like they ought to be related. We did try all of the moon positions, so not everything is right here. Possibly nothing is right. Oh, you know what? No, I'm overthinking it. Right? It was just a dead end down there. Because that looks like the moon is in front this much. Uh-huh. Let's go poke around somewhere else for a little bit. We'll come back to this. I think we're missing part of the pie here. You know how sometimes when you make a pie, you're missing one piece, and so it doesn't work as a pie? We're in a similar situation to that, but only metaphorically speaking. Yeah, how are we gonna get power to that cave?
Scared of storms.
I'm quite scared of storms. In Polynesia, people get rained on when it rains.
I honestly doubt I'd like to cover myself with anything in here.
Let's see.
Time to overcome my fears, I guess.
Power is here. We have some Hertzes. We've got a little piano. We have a machine that doesn't work. How am I gonna get the power to turn on? I fear that there's something really obvious that I'm missing to make this work. That's my current paranoia. Paranoia maybe is the wrong word. Apprehension. God damn it. No power. Good. Okay, so we've seen... Didn't we turn the power on up top? Is there another, like, relay that we need to turn on first? I'm an electrician. It's a relay. Trust me. This is licensed electrician advice. Let me go touch that machine again. Aha! Groovy. Alright, we get it. Let's get that power over. I was missing something obvious. Don't worry, it only took us 55 minutes to notice the switches. See?
At last, some light.
Ah, there we go.
That should make things easier.
Yeah, we saw them singing. Let's go fiddle with the devices now. That's curious. Is there another switch? Oh yeah, these lights are all turned off. Okay. Right. I love how it's lighter in the cave than it is outside. Huh. Well, that light is obviously off. And that one is obviously on. Logic would suggest to me that the thing that turns lights on and off is somewhere in between, but perhaps not. I guess I wasn't an electrician this whole time. Alright, now I'm gonna go turn on that piano at last. Please! Please! Oh my god. Tide level measurements by Harry Everhart. I ain't reading that. Alright. How hard could it be? 262. Oh! 262. Oh! So, oh my god. The 349 is the 4, and the 415 is the elevator that goes sideways buttons. Okay, so we have to switch the elevator that goes up and down for the elevator that goes sideways. Now let's learn about the tides.
Well-tuned. I expected no less from you, old
What do you mean it's well tuned? You don't even know what this is. That's not a real instrument. Infuriating. Tide level measurements by Harry Everhart.
I hope you didn't borrow this slide projector from the University of Denver, old pal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Wait.
I think this is the right one.
Wait, how do you know? Oh, because it's the 3. It's the 1/3. So wait, does that mean... Huh? Actually, I need to adjust it for the tide? That kind of makes sense, because it needs to be tuned differently, I guess, if the water level is higher. But it means then that actually we need... Oh my god, 1... So actually the symbols we were going to do, those aren't the symbols that we need at all. Instead... Oh, write it down. Great. Okay, we don't need to remember. We have all the information. Soulfinder says, reminds me of the Selenetic Age in Mixed. My absolute kryptonite. Which one is that again? I just remember that one missed puzzle where I was a fool and we looked at the clock or the gears or whatever for like 95 minutes. The spaceship. Ah, okay, yeah, right. Take me up here. This is as fast as I can run. Can we turn on no-clip mode? Giant Spatcher says correct. No-clip, activate. Remember when we played Legendary and we actually had to activate no-clip mode? Because the game developers didn't know that the frame rate would ever be higher if computers improved. And so when the elevator moved, it like left without you. It was a good one. Okay, the ones that need to be open. This I still don't quite know what to do with. But I can tell you we need the up and down elevator. We need... I guess, is it open or closed? I guess it's going to be open. Up and down elevator, we need 349 is 4, but 4 turns into 1. On Wisebeard, good evening! Hello, welcome! We're just puzzling out this puzzle. So we need the up and down elevator, the 1, and then the last one I need is 415, which is the sideways elevator, but that becomes the 2. So 1, 2, up and down. Great. Easy enough. Let's do whatever to those ones. 1 is good. And then I don't know what that is about, but we'll figure it out by process of elimination. That should be open, that's fine. 2 needs to be closed. Shoot. Up and down, not side to side, right? Because side to side, yeah. That'll stay open. We're playing a giant mountain flute. The 4 is got to be open. What have we got open now? 1, 2, and up and down. Making me very upset. Is it supposed to be the reverse? Let's go. Look, we'll just try this at each configuration. I don't feel like a puzzle genius about this, I'll be real with you. Fully open the organ! Bummer. Maybe it's supposed to be the opposite? That's my new guess. This needs to be totally inverted. So we'll just go to everyone and flip them. Soulfinder says, I legit have never replayed Myst even once because I hated the Space Age ship so much. Oh no! Alright, how many are there? Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Flip 7. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. And Wiseford says, Piotr was amazing at the sound puzzles in Myst. This one isn't really a sound puzzle so far. And Wiseford says, I was blown away. Oh, too kind. I'm not used to this kind of politeness. Progy Friend says, is that the Maze on Tracks one? The Maze on Tracks ones... Well, that one wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Is that the Maze on Tracks one? God damn it. Alright. My latest sound puzzle is I'm trying to learn to do Nick Offerman's voice. Because I realize he just sounds like Jim Henson. And I can kind of work with that. But I'm not ready to share it yet. So, we just have to... Oh my god! Puzzle genius?
Holy Mike, what kind of magic is this?
I don't feel good about that, literally at all. The amount of trial and error, but it's fine. We got there. And we got an achievement for that. Somebody says, I'm so jealous. I was like 8 or something when I did those. I had to get out a tape recorder and so much other crap to even get into the age. The ding-dong subway exit was even worser. The subway was fine. It was fine. I guess we're going this way now. Do you think I'll be a fish person again? Oh my god, somebody was here, and they left a sealed note for me. I think that's pretty arrogant, to break the seal on an envelope. Oh, okay.
I think I'm getting closer to understanding what is happening to you. But
I think I'm getting closer to
it's
understanding
toll on
what
my
is happening to you.
As fascinating as this island and its ancient and unfathomable wonders may seem,
It's also
a
plagued
place
with misfortune and
plagued with
calamity.
misfortune and calamity.
No!
We lost Roy at the camp.
No! Roy! He was such a ladies'
Almost
man.
lost our engineer on this beach. The doctor went mad and stabbed him with a strange knife.
He looks good.
And all because of this island, Nora. Initially, we were optimistic.
Oh, it's a letter for
high
me.
Spirits, but now we've all become resentful and discouraged. Even I can feel how I am constantly assaulted by dark thoughts. Anyway, if what I am going through here helps me find you a cure, it'll have been worth it. I hope to find an answer in the temple on that mountain peak. Love you always, Harry.
Love you always, Harry.
Poor Harry. He's worried, exhausted, disheartened.
Oh my god, it's another puzzle.
I will find you, my love.
Yes! Oh, I was hoping it would play the organ.
Let's see what the next one does.
Oh, even more. What could go wrong? I love spooky stuff. This is great. That was kind of cool. Too high.
That's it. That's where Harry must have gone.
Oh, we're going into spooky Lovecraft Disneyland Castle.
But I don't feel this island is dangerous.
Progy friend says, as a token of my undying love, I've left you my most favorite gift, your most favorite gift. Another goddamn puzzle. Thanks. Alright, we're going into the mountain. Hup. Old pal, I've arranged a series of stupid puzzles for you to figure out. Oh, that's kind of nice. It actually looks pretty cheerful.
Whew, that was quite a hike.
Do you think we can eat these flowers? Hum, nom, 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 nom. Delicious.
I'm at the top of the mountain. I can see that giant.
I hope we get to go
diamond
down
shape
into the
thing
mountain
really
now.
close from here.
This is pretty beautiful, actually.
Took
I'll be
me a while
real.
to get here, but the views are worth it. These drops of rain are so refreshing.
These drops of rain? Who would say that? This rain is so... It's
Are
fine.
these figures singing like a choir?
Aw, they're having a great time. They're in Fish Church. Church. Hey, I remember that symbol, remember? Where's the picture? Well, we saw it. We saw the picture of that wrench. Is that the other half of the
Looks like
photograph?
The rock slide crushed the only tent that came out of the rock slide in one torn picture. Maybe the Polynesian guide didn't like people taking pictures.
Doesn't like people taking pictures of his scar? Seems like kind of a weird theory, but maybe. Now, if we're being real... Oh. Or... Doesn't it seem like it should be one of those? Pierogi Frenzy says, Polynesian is starting to feel a tiny bit like a slur. I kind of know what you mean. I'm becoming uncomfortable with the way that they keep saying Polynesian. I guess it's fine. But it is a bit weird. It's becoming like othering language, isn't it? Let's go look at a different one of these. Can I squeeze in there? Nice. Is there another puzzle over here? No? Alright. I'm on my way then. Yes, they solved that puzzle and they came up here and they built a bunch more equipment and
Look at all
stuff.
this, just with pieces from the beached ship.
And Wisepert says they have multiple wrenches. What riches? That is true. I guess I only have one wrench. I have a wrench, but I don't know if I've ever used it to wrench bolts. I've used it to try to like hold or manipulate other things, but never. I don't think I've ever like done this with an actual bolt. Someday. Hashtag wrench goals. Hashtag 2023. Hashtag new wrench new me. Okay, let's see. Oh, turn on the power.
Dead as a doornail.
Oh, you came here too soon, so now you have to slowly go all the way back down the ladder. You idiot. That's what the game is saying to me right now. And I resent it. Should have been smart and known. Now we're gonna make you slowly go down all these ladders. This is your punishment. Remember when they had good tube ladders before and now they have bad wood ladders? They're like moving backwards in time here. Oh, she read Moby Dick.
Zero
Okay.
spirits are obvious in this photo.
Frank is thin.
Nakal? So this is like Atlantis, but in the Pacific Ocean, right?
Okay.
They built loudspeakers on top of this tower to reproduce the effect of the organ. Very clever, old pal.
I don't know if that's clever. I mean, they could have just done the organ. That's what we did. There's a wrench.
Harry is convinced the answer to my illness lies inside that temple.
There's a wrench in my boots. Okay, let's see. Yes, okay. I'm not going to read that. Sorry. I'm just going to be real with you. I'm not reading any more terrible handwriting. If you must, listen, game developers, if you must do this, if you must put in handwritten notes, you know what you could do on this side of the screen? Just have some text that we can read. And then we can do both. Then we can look at your nice handwritten note and we can actually read what it says instead of being like, what does it say? What does it say? I'm peering at the screen. I'm not going to do that. I'm just not going to do that, game developer. You know me. You should know better.
Looks like a sneaky snapshot.
Sylvander says, we're so proud of how much you read tonight. Progy Friend says it's an ally nightmare. Don't do that. Don't make me read somebody else's bad handwriting. I already can't read my own handwriting. I get enough of that during the day. Frank.
Frank died. So Frank fought in the Great War.
Alright. It's worse wars to fight in, I guess.
Oh, Frank had a daughter named Avenger. Oh, I'm so sorry. He was such a talented man.
Everybody remember this is here. We
He
might need a
seemed to be
surfboard
good
later.
Friend of Harry's.
I feel like there could be a giant wave that we need to surf on later, and Frank's grave would be a perfect one.
They built a turbine to
Oh my
generate
god.
electricity under the falling water.
You guys, if you're ever
Streams
on an
are
island
close
and you
enough
build
to
a
the
turbine, you're trying too hard. These guys were trying too hard. That's the problem. Okay, let me just read about switches or some bullcrap like that.
Blood-soaked rags.
Mm-mm.
He thought it was a flesh wound. A Bible. It must
You
have been
tore a page from the Holy Bible. Froggy Frenzy says, poor Frank, he died in the Dinky Ding Dong War. Ugh, poor guy. No dignity in that, I'll tell you what. I'm still not reading that. Uh-huh, good to know. Soulfighter says, I want a water wheel so badly. I want one as a generator for my house. I can dream. I guess you just gotta live next to a river, right? Or a waterfall. Or a sewage pipe. Did we do that? Do we do hydroelectric sewer dams? Does that even make sense? I'm just saying, people are producing fluids that could be used to generate electricity. Brogy Friend says, no one is as charmingly churlish as you, Piotr. Somebody says, garden, chickens, water wheel, and a tiny home. I don't need much, except a lot. Unwisebird says, gross? I'm trying to save the planet, Unwisebird. Is that so wrong?
These levers connect those gears to direct the wheel's energy into the turbine.
I'm getting punchy about this game for some reason. I'm beginning to turn against it. Gotta have all your toilets uphill. I feel like that could be arranged. I feel there's probably, this is like a data science interview question. Are there more toilets uphill or downhill? And then you have to say like, well, supposing in a city there's, 50,000 people. Probably right now we're on the 3rd floor, so, I'm going to say most buildings don't have. So it says it's the good water. More flavor. I hadn't thought of it that way, but that's a very good point. So these don't do anything, right? Right now. These switches also don't do anything yet. What if I do them fast? Somehow that wasn't the solution to the puzzle. Okay. Interesting. Notes. Yeah, a guy with the one part of the thing. Okay. Alright, the water wheel we'll come back to this. So obviously we need that to generate the power. We gotta bring that online. Oh. Okay, look at this one. This time, it's just this one over here. Bam. Easy. Unless it's supposed to be the reverse, in which case Don't like that.
There are some sort of sound devices built around this amphitheater.
I'm very concerned that we're going to have to go back and do that puzzle in the reverse again, like we did with the other one. Let's just see. Oh, no! I can't make that shape. Poor guys. Alright, let's just take pictures. Let's make sure we take pictures of these. What game did we have the camera in? Was that in Abduction? I really liked that. Or am I thinking of... Wasn't there one where we could basically take a screenshot any old time? I think it was Abduction. Okay, we're missing some information here, though, right? Because this seemed obvious, and now I have no idea. Because the shape's no longer... Oh my god. What is this?
There's a symbol inside.
I recognize those. Strange symbols in the empty pool. Sound machines. I feel like I'm being too mean to this game. I'm gonna try to dial it back.
Probably to amplify the sound.
Probably. That's... Yep, that's what most people use speakers for. We should recreate the opening scene of, Back to the Future. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a line. And Solvati says, I don't know, Nora's being Captain Obvious all the time. I do feel that a little
This
bit.
door looks thicker than any I've ever seen.
Oh, shut up, Nora. Like, you've seen all the thick doors. And Wife says, oh yeah, weren't the pictures horrendously out of focus or just like black or something? Oh yeah! Maybe it was the Mist remake. They were all effed up for some reason, that's right. I am remembering that now. Well, look, this one's on... Look, it also moves across, right? So it's like 1, 2, these two are in the middle, and this one's on the end, which is different from this. Does that matter? 1, 2, 3, 4... A line underneath it. Don't say they amplify sound. I know what they do!
Probably to amplify the sound.
Probably.
So I guess you used the notes from the organ and they weren't the right ones.
Okay. They need different notes. There's no power.
No power.
Okay, so a water wheel that needs gears. I think that's just going to be like a hide-and-seeky time, right? To find all the gears. Why they would pack up the gears, I could not say. But we're going to have to go up that slow ladder at some point. Frank's still dead. Good.
I'm really sorry about Frank. Harry doesn't have many friends.
What a burn on
If you
Harry.
do get to know him, he's so witty, so funny. A loving person.
A
But it
loving
takes a lot
person.
for him to open up.
I don't want to go back up there. Gears. I need gears for years! Let's see, no. Pierogi friend says, he loved not being dead, alas. Poor guy. Alright, so what can we interact with? We can press those butons, but we don't know... What does this picture tell me? Fish love to sing. Got it. The attention to detail is really what distinguishes me when we approach these puzzle games. It's really how we get through these.
They didn't accept Frank in the university. They should be ashamed.
They should be ashamed! So I guess that was Frank's rejection letter. I assume. Oh, you know what? I'm dumb. Okay. So check it out. This... But I am going to be... Please? All right. We're gonna do which one of these the symbol is in, right? So this little circle here, that's supposed to be on this side. So I'm gonna press that one down. I got it. Puzzle time is active. We might accidentally do it in the inverse, but it will be quick to fix it. I've cracked the case. The case of probably everybody watching figured that out already. Let's see. This one is the cross. And that is at the bottom. But what will this do? This one is on... Please. This last one must be at the top. Okay. Come on.
Did these stone columns just vibrate? Amazing. The hatches are open.
Oh. And now I guess there's enough water for the water wheel? That's a bit weird. Okay. What was the purpose of these hatches before the water wheel? It's fine. Don't worry about it.
The wheel is moving.
Aha! No. Who would invent this? Okay. I fear that this is a puzzle which will be particularly an exercise in tedium. Is this a puzzle? I submit to you that this particular puzzle is barely a puzzle. Go back. Whatever, we're here.
That was easy. These buttons seem to adjust the amount of energy that goes through the turbine.
Most possible. Oh no! I know what this is. Puzzle genius. And Wisebird says, Nora thought so too. Can we just say that went great? Okay. Prografin says, what should I rename my main city in Anno 1800? Right now it's Ditchwater. We named the, when we played Minecraft, the pub was named the Soggy Divot. I don't know if that helps you, but it was a pub that was like in a big hole in the ground. It was the Soggy Divot.
Now everything should be powered.
Alright, everything, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Everything's powered. We got it all going. The name of the city, it's Ditchwater, is pretty good. Can we call it like Wide Puddle upon Ham? So, you know, I just like cities where it's hyphenated with the word upon in it. I should look up what the deal with that is. Why did they do that? Why did they name cities that way? It's about to go great, though. Because now I can finally do this thing. This is the worst area of the game so far, by the way. Sorry, just FYI.
Did I do something wrong? Come on, work. Come on.
Nice one. We're out of it. That's the important thing. That was my least favorite area so far. Oh no, it's spooky. Is this a dream?
Now what?
That skeleton is too big for a man.
Where am I?
She back in Spooky Town? She seems to be back in Spooky Town, USA. Which, as we all know, is in Utah. Oh! Not because Utah's spooky, but just look at this landscape.
Oh God, no. My illness.
Sandy as hell.
Is it coming back? Is this?
Sylvander says, name it Spooky Town, USA. That is a good city name. No, a painting. Take off the gloves. Let's see him. The hands. Oh, my cane.
Kane, no.
That's handy.
I would rather die than use that damned thing again.
I don't like that, actually. I don't like that. Bad attitude. Oh, Unwiseward has redeemed today's featured hero clicks. Let's take a look at that before we move any further. Yeah, we got a good one today. Talking to the Lord of the Rings, we have, as we sometimes do, a nice Lord of the Rings hero clicks. So let's cut over to that now. Bam! Today's featured hero clicks is Smeagol. There's also, I should have brought him, there's also Gollum, who is literally the exact same model, and they have some special ability where they switch between being Smeagol and Gollum, and you're supposed to switch out the figures or something. But I just brought the one. There he is. You can see he's a little guy. They put him on a stone block. He looks pretty good. Yeah, Soul Foundry says very nice. He looks all right. He's pretty fun. His face is, I don't know if it's going to come up here, but his face has got a really good expression. Surprisingly good face for a little model. Like this. Usually the faces are just terrible, but he looks all right. Missing some fish. True. And Soul Foundry says he's tiny. He is very small. I played Lego Dimensions. Soul Foundry says I cannot even see him. Which also had a little Gollum guy in it, but he did have a fish. In that game, he had a little Lego Gollum guy, and he threw an exploding fish for some reason. And there were special doors that you could only open by throwing an exploding fish at them. And it was pretty weird. Anyway, let's take a look at him compared to our standard size Karen. Speaking of him being tiny, you can see he really is very small. And Progy Frenzy says, I did a remix. It's now Thick Town upon USA. Where did he go? He's missing. As you can see, he's a little bitty boy. In terms of his thickness, it's hard to say. He's wearing a loincloth that tastefully hides the goods from us. So we don't really know. But I'm just going to give it 1C as a result. Thickness with 1C. Crucially, Smeagol is 55 points, and also he is today's featured hero clicks. So, now you know. No C on Marsbird. That may be right. That may be right. You know it's a tiny booty under there. You know it's just disappointing. Sylvania says, agreed! No C.
These really are ancient bones of a very ancient creature. They are so dry. I need to find water.
No! My hands! You should have brought the cane.
My bed.
Oh.
Another memory of my illness. How many times did I think I was going to
It's
die
funny because it
lying
looks
in
like the
this bed?
Minecraft bed, right? With the white mattress and pillow, and it's just like this little skinny wooden bed with the red comforter. It is like a lot like the Minecraft bed. I know there are plenty of beds with red covers that are white on the bottom, but man, oh man, oh man. Very suggestive of Minecraft. Okay. Is this going to be a Minecraft prequel? After this game, does Minecraft happen?
Find some shade before I dry right up.
It's all good. Well, now I know we're dreaming, so, I'm not really in danger anymore.
The horseshoe-shaped pillar. And that diamond shape again.
Nope, I can't go that way. Okay, my bad. Rogi Frenzy says, I should not have answered. Raw Fury presents
I can't
Call of the Sea.
I feel woozy.
Oh, the call. I gotcha. It's the Call of Cthulhu. Raw Fury presents the Call of the Sea.
House.
Oh my god, it's the house from Up, minus the balloons. Feeling punchy today.
That's not a house. That's our house in Englewood.
Oh, there's
Am I
fish.
dreaming? Or am I just losing my mind?
Why not both?
Harry?
506, remember from that first
Are
puzzle?
you home?
Oh,
I miss you so much, old pal.
1930. Ooh. It's kind of fun. I love what you guys have done with the place.
definitely losing my mind.
Hmm.
I don't understand what is happening, Harry. Are you...
Nope.
Harry gave me
Christmas?
this necklace after one of his scavenger hunts. It's a photo of my mother and me.
Wait, so that's definitely a looted artifact then, right? This is peak colonialism. I don't know if it's peak colonialism, but it's colonialism. Is this a puzzle? Okay.
The happiest day of my life.
Okay.
The Everhart twosome.
Oh my god, it's from 101 Dalmatians. Is this not 101 Dalmatians? I believe this is exactly a frame from that movie.
My
Send me a
mother's
postcard if
music
not.
Box. Yet again.
Oh, it's spooky.
What a sweet melody.
Bing, 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 bing. Remember that. Pierogi Frenzy says Aristocats? Ugh. Aristocats is one of the few movies that I own on Amazon Prime for some reason. I really wanted to watch the Aristocats. The only place I could get it was Amazon Prime. So I own it now. Own. You know. I can watch it on Amazon Prime anytime I want. That's what I'm trying to say.
What
And if
was
that's
that?
not living, man, I don't
Another
know what
vivid
is.
dream? And my music box again, but
Starfighter says, it's a good one for knowing your scales and arpeggios. And Wisebird says, lol, what are the others? Let me see. This can be a recommend a movie section also. It's a weird collection of movies that are mostly not very good. Prime Video, loading up. Just a moment. Well, I guess we can move around while that loads. And Wisebird has redeemed recommend a movie. Yeah, let's see what we got here. Can I see my stuff? Okay, here's what we've got from purchases. Ready? Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Titan AE, Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, all 3 seasons of Shaolin Showdown. Maybe there was more of this than I thought. The movie Tusk, the Lego Batman movie, and Bad Times at the El Royale, and then the Aristocats. Of these, I can't recommend Bad Times at the El Royale, really. That movie was pretty medium. You know what? Watch Marcel the Shell with Shoes On. Soulfighter says Titan AE is interesting. How is the Sheldon one? Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, I liked. It's a very quirky indie movie and like has that aesthetic in a major way. And so if you find that grating or like not really your thing, you probably won't like it. But I thought it was charming. And Soulfighter says Marcel the Shell. Okay. And Pierogi Friend says that sounds exactly like movies you enjoy.
homemade loudspeakers.
It's about right. Oh yeah.
Amplify the sound.
Wait, so can I turn on the sound now? Do I have to go back up there and hit the switch again? Those are the movies on Amazon that I've got on Amazon Prime. Bad Times at the El Royale. Man, it had
I'm
some...
not going back up there.
I'm not going back
Fuse
up
box is
there.
already providing electricity to this entire setup.
The movie had some good performances. Old Chris Hemsworth was pretty good in it. But it just didn't really come together into a strong movie. I don't know.
Homemade loudspeakers.
One man's opinion.
Probably to amplify the sound.
A correct opinion. From this man. What were the other ones? I already forgot. Wait. Any of those other ones? By the way, on Wisebird, thank you for the light snacks. I forgot to say. Who Framed Roger Rabbit is like one of my favorite movies. So, I used to tell people, there was a time when, if asked what my favorite movie was, I would say Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And I don't know that I totally stand by that still, but it is a very good
I guess
movie.
you used the...
All right. Can you turn it on, Cass?
Please, sir. We should
Oh, I get to
start.
sing!
Not now.
Oh my god, I'm nervous.
Warning, Mr. Everhart.
Soulfighter says my walking buddy and I legit talk about that movie all the time. It is legit! It is good. Bob Hoskins, pretty good. Let's do it.
I haven't sung since
Underrated,
I
like
was
Emperor's New Groove, also a very good
Let's give it a
movie.
shot.
Do you remember the tune? I remembered it. Beautiful. What a beautiful melody. I serenade you. So I was reading about people with perfect pitch, and I found out that there's basically no documented case of anybody learning perfect pitch really as an adult, but there's kind of a way that you can fake it, where people basically learn to reproduce the sound of a note in their head, and then use relative pitch to like work out what other notes are. But it's like that it's not considered to be really perfect pitch if you do it that way. But you can learn that as an adult. So if you're an adult and you want to learn perfect pitch for some reason, that's probably the best you're going to do. Just practice hearing a note in your head over and over and over. Maybe you have to whistle it or something. And then you can, because relative pitch people can learn pretty easily. And most people know anyway. Once you give them a note, the first note of a song, right? People can sing a song, but they might not be able to pick a note totally out of the air. And so that's a way you can do it. Okay. On Wideford says that sounds like too much work. Honestly, agreed. If you're going to learn something stupid like that, just learn the phonetic mnemonic system. It's much more useful.
This feels like hallowed ground.
I was thinking, actually, a funny project would be just as a little practice writing Unity. I think it would be fun to write a little web app to, a little Unity app to help practice the phonetic mnemonic system.
Are they bathing him in black ooze?
Soulfinder says, I legit have known one person in my life with perfect pitch. He was in my choir class in high school. He and my choir teacher got along sometimes. Did it bring them in? Was the choir teacher envious of his perfect pitch?
His hands are changing, like in my dream.
Oh my god. Are they becoming fish hands? Fish hands. Fish
Those
hands.
spots, they look like mine.
Oh, he is a fish. No, he's becoming a fish.
Now he's some sort of man-fish?
Man, fish.
Fish of every size and shape.
I don't want to be picky, but that's not every size and shape, right? At best, that's 8 sizes and shapes. But it's okay. It's okay. On Widebird says, fish legs for sure. Oh, you ever have fried fish legs? Pretty good, actually. Better than you would think.
This looks like the same kind of elevator that was in the campsite.
Soulfinder says he also is an honest master at music theory. He was in band. So smart. I still know him. Not genius, but he has a very upstanding brain in a biddy. I think that's supposed to be body, but I like a very upstanding brain in a biddy.
These patterns look too familiar.
Those are my hand. A body. Checks out.
She sounds worried for him, I think.
I guess the moral of the story is try to teach your kids perfect pitch. Don't do it. They don't need to know that. Am I going to go up now?
Where is this taking me?
Where is this taking me, Charles? Oh my god. Okay, more fish.
I'm inside the giant fish head that I saw from below.
Oh, cool. Oh no, it's a puzzle.
It's amazing how words and symbols can keep their meaning after thousands of years.
Okay. This might mean alive or a little plant. Oh boy, okay. Well look, okay. So look, that's what we're supposed to do. So this looks like the moon, right? Or possibly the sun, but to me it looks like the moon. This looks like tree times. Oh, we can just write these down. This to me looks like... God, I don't know. The Big Bang, and then a different... Oh, and then a waterfall. Okay, the 4 elements. The moon, a tree, the Big Bang, and waterfall. Easy to remember. Liquid, water, fluid. It could be the black water, or the water, or the black ooze are synonymous in their language. Eternal,
This one was
forever,
really hard to
infinity,
figure out. Good job, Harry.
a star. Eternal plus
I'm starting to
life.
understand this language.
Oh my god. This language has 4 words? Alright, so when it was this... liquid, life, eternal... Oh wait, let's read that last note.
So that's how you mark the symbol's orientation.
How? Rotating the north in the wheel causes the symbol to change quadrant. Rotating the north in the wheel causes the symbol to change quadrant. Uh-huh. Those who have God's blood
Does this mean
are
that-
inevitable
is this related to me
into
somehow,
a
to
water
my disease?
animal to live forever. Oh my god, those who have God's blood turn into a fish man to live forever. There are worse fates. This record's green. That's kind of cool.
John McCormack's dear old pal of mine?
Our favorite song. Oh my god, we're gonna get to be fish people. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, we already saw that. Quick razor. Quick shave. My dear
My
Nora.
dear old Nora. I wish I could write something else. But a long time ago, I promised you I would never lie to you. So here goes. There is no cure for your illness. What you carry in your blood is changing you, and it will keep changing you until it's
No, the
done,
wine.
whatever that means. There is nothing we can do to stop it. My dear old pal, my partner, the love of my life. I am so sorry. I've made so many mistakes. All those deaths because of me. Frank, DeWitt, Roy. All for nothing. Maybe Teaharo is right. Maybe we can return to the beach and build a raft to get back to Papiete.
Papiete.
Maybe in less than a month, I could be back.
Oh!
There's no cure? But he didn't finish the letter. What did you do, Harry? Where are you? Well, this one was easy, I think.
Wait. Transformation. Oh, that's what that means. Okay. Am I supposed to... Rotating it rotates the symbol. Oh. Cause the symbol to change quadrant. So I guess... Is there a guide? Am I gonna need to write that sentence about turning into a fish? God's blood, water animal. Well, show me water animal again. Oh, it's crossed out. Okay, so we need to know how to write water animal. Okay, I'm kind of into this. We know that liquid and life is probably going to be water animal, right? So it's going to be a little plus and then a little circle on the side. What?
A complex pattern.
It says 1, 2, 3, 4. How is that a complex pattern? Oh boy.
Broken liquor bottle. Is this Harry's? He hates booze.
Water animal. Oh, there it
Harry
is.
marked this symbol for a reason.
I already knew it,
I'd
though.
better write it down.
I get almost every part of this. I don't understand the rotating thing to change the quadrant. Oh! Is it gonna change? What happens when I press the button? I needed that. It's fun. I needed it. I forgot it was the elevator button. Oh, mercy. Take me back. Take me back. I needed a good laugh. I'm ready to go back, though. They got me. Is there a button that I can press here? A complex pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4? What could the sequence mean? Let's see. Okay, so watch. Life. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I guess do God's blood first, right? Which is going to be... Okay. So I get it. So the symbol will appear in 1 and 2, like the 1 and 3 right now, right? And what we need is for the plus to appear in 1 and 3. So that's correct. I understand it now. I get it. Here, it's going to appear in 4, but we don't want this in 4. We want this to be in 2. So we're going to rotate this a couple of times. Ugh! That's going to be correct, because that's changed the direction that is north. I understand it now. This circle thingy needs to be in 4. Oh, and a bunch of other ones. It needs to be in 1, 3, and 4. Right now, it's not going to be in those. So for it to be in 1, 3, and 4, north needs to be all the way on the left. I understand it now. And then here, we've got this little line, which needs to be in 1 and 2. And 4. 1, 2, 4. Again. Wait. 1, 3, 4. Oh, this needs to be in 1, 2, 4. This is 1, 3, 4. Or this is 2, 3, 4, right? But I want this to be actually in 1 and 3 and 4. So it needs to be actually at the bottom. I got this. I got this. I've cracked it. And then this one needs to be 1, 2, 4, which is there.
This is the right combination.
Oh my god. I'm going in the mountain.